Hello, this is QGL, Associate Professor of Communication and Media at Lama University. The title of my presentation is Contact Theory or Conflict Theory. How does living or working with Asian people influence the perception of this ethnic group? As globalization and global mobility have increased, what will happen when people from different backgrounds interact more with each other? Two theories has been proposed. One group of studies found that more ethnic interactions reduce ethnic prejudices and conflicts, supporting the contact theory. Another group of studies found that more ethnic interactions, particularly in societies with inequalities, generate hostility or resentment due to competing for limited resources, supporting the conflict theory. A similar line of studies examine the relationship between social diversity and social trust, the trust in a typical member of the society. Some scholars found that in societies where the minorities are recognized or accommodated, diversity increases social trust. Other scholars found that in more homogeneous societies, diversity decreases it. This study examines the influence of interacting with Asian Americans, the model minorities that has experienced increasing prejudice during the COVID. Specifically, the two research questions are, first, do interactions living or working with Asian Americans make the perception of this ethnic group more positive, supporting the contact theory, or more negative, supporting the conflict theory? Secondly, what other factors contribute to the perception of Asian Americans, and if so, how? The data of this study are adopted from the General Social Survey data that is sponsored and collected and archived at National Opinion Research Center at the University of Chicago. This survey uses personal interview of a national representative sample ranging from 1972 to 2021. It maintains the highest standard of survey data and is facilitated to make longitudinal comparison more rigorous. Our three dependent variables are if a respondent favoring a close relative marrying Asians, if the respondent favoring half neighbors are Asians, and if the respondent feels close to Asian. Because the index compiled with those three items have not a high reliability, so we analyze those three dependent variables one by one. The four independent variables are if the respondent know an Asian in the community as a relative, in school, or at work. And we also have a group of variables controlled. This chart about the first dependent variable, favorability toward a close relative marrying Asian people, shows that a steady progress of ethnic equality has been made in the past 3 decades in terms of the attitude toward a close relative marrying an Asian. The progress is similar to the pattern of the data about the Black people and the Hispanic people. With this trend, it is estimated that in 1 or 2 decades, ethnic equality as measured with this question should be achieved. This table answers the 2 research questions with data from the year of 2000, which contains all needed questions. Although some variables such as age, ideology, and the frequency of hearing other languages at work negatively contribute to some attitudes toward Asians, or for contact variables, knows Asian in community as relative, in school, and at work, influence the perceptions positively if they have an influence. This same pattern is also found with the data about the Black people, the Hispanic people, the Jewish people, and the white people. So we concluded, first, a steady progress of ethnic equality has been made. Secondly, contact theory is fundamentally supported with this data, because knowing Asians and ethnic group members in the community as a relative in school or at work, or positively contributed to favorable attitude if there is an influence. Thirdly, other variables such as the frequency of hearing different languages at work, age, conservativeness, gender, and even watching more TV a day, negatively contributes to some attitude toward some ethnic minorities. Those can be signs of discrimination and support for the conflict theory. Based on the findings, we suggest that first, ethnic interactions and diversity should be continuously encouraged and fostered. After all, separation is not the future of the society or the globe. Ethnic interactions may generate interest, incongruencies, but also more humanitarian understandings. Workplace and societal, including school and the media, education for common social and humanitarian goals, as well as the equal status of all people, should be continuously fostered to build diversity, inclusion, professionalism, and mutual benefits among all ethnic groups. Similar studies should be conducted in more societies to deepen our understanding. And finally, ethnic identity should be held for equality or equity, but may be harmful if held for pride or even privilege. Thank you.